Hello and welcome to Little Jimmy's favorite podcast, Fedcast, coming to you from parts unknown. I forgot the intro, man. I'm exhausted.
Oh, well, there you go.
God damn it.
We're done already.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. I'm tired.
For the week of...
For the week of December 10th,
There you go.
we talk about wrestling and other stuff. I'm burnt out. Wrestling was not good this week, so I'm a little burnt out. That's why I was all ready to go, and then I just forgot everything we normally say.
Shit, man.
I have. I've been in the
You're
trenches.
like a Vietnam vet.
Oh God, I've seen.
Is it because you actually did start watching TNA?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit. It's coming back to me. I'm Steve, and you are
Justin.
That's us. And yeah, no shit. I just started watching TNA, and
it's thrown you for a loop.
a little bit. I mean, I watched the Impact Go Home show like I promised I would, and I watched Final Resolution, and wow.
And was it final?
It was final. Oh, now I remember why I stopped watching TNA. But fuck it, we should go into it. So
we'll do Back in Time with TNA?
let's do that.
Alright, TNA Impact,
Yes.
December 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Not Championship Thursday. So
No.
it's just a regular old Impact.
Yep.
Cool.
It was a show.
Yeah. Bobby Roode opened the show.
Yeah.
With Kazarian and Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Kazarian's word of the day was chodes.
Yeah, he said that a few times.
A few times.
I don't know. I mean, at first it was funny, and then it was like the third time he said it, not so much funny.
Mm-hmm. And then the sad panda AJ Styles came down.
Yeah.
Picking a fight with three guys, because that's how we do things.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. AJ, let me put something out there for you. If you're in a ring with three dudes, maybe not a good idea to take a swing at one, because they're gonna kick your ass. But
I believe comedian Ron White said it best. I don't know how many it's going to take to kick my ass, but I know how many they're going to use.
Exactly. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He forgot to do the math when he took a swing. So that happened, and yeah, he naturally, as you can imagine, he got the shit kicked out of him, and that was, I guess, his promo before the pay-per-view, which is like, okay, sure.
Right. So Austin Aries revealed why he wants revenge on Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Because apparently Hulk Hogan set him up to fail when he was world champion.
I don't see how that happened, but, I mean, again, I wasn't watching, so I didn't see how it happened.
So I can't judge.
But, I mean, classic heel shit. Blame everybody else but yourself. Hogan doesn't seem to have that much power, so I can't imagine him keeping anyone down. But, you know, that's what it is.
So, anyways, Devon beats Samoa Joe for the TV title.
Which is really weird.
Due to biker chick running.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Cut to after the match post-celebration, they had some, like, weird semi-softcore porn.
Were they even the same chicks? I was watching going, I don't know if they're the same people.
I don't know, but they had the Clubhouse promo backstage where they were celebrating the win, and it looked like a porn was going to break out at any second.
It did. It was really weird. But it was kind of refreshing, I gotta say. I mean, with the PG-ness of WWE, it was kind of nice to see, like, hey, look, people have sex.
Oh, from, like, a number of occasions, people were, Bobby Roode kept on referring to Money Talks bullshit.
Yeah, I mean...
And he put an emphasis on the word bullshit.
Well, I mean, it is, I believe it's considered cable, so you can say shit on it, so... Aces, that's awesome. And
so, aces and eights?
I caught myself on that. That was a bad idea. But that happened. That was weird. That was really weird.
So, right on. Mickey James and Zara got into it with Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Gortz.
Yeah, what the fuck is that guy?
Big Brother contestant.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's why she was. That's why she was calling him a superstar.
Yep.
He's been on TV other than wrestling. I gotcha. Does he actually wrestle?
No.
So he's
got pecs.
He's got more than pecs. He's got those weird, like, muscular ab things on the side of his chest. Yeah. That freaks me out, those things. I'm sorry, I'm not checking out dudes all that often, but when I see that, it just freaks me the fuck out.
So he's just there to stand there and look pretty.
Alright, fair enough. It's kind of, actually, I was about to insult it, but I think that's kind of cool.
Hey, you can't...
A chick has got arm candy. I'm kind of all for that.
Plus, not to mention, The Miz was on a reality show, and look where he ended up.
Exactly, but he can wrestle.
Wow.
But, I mean, as far as this goes, it was a chick match and not a good one, so I don't care.
There was a match.
No, but I mean, like... The whole thing is a chick match. I generally don't care.
Velvet Sky made her return.
Yeah,
Kind of looking like Courtney Cox.
A little
with
bit,
the little plastic Joker face.
I don't know.
Taz was ecstatic because
Taz was happy.
He got to do his "Let the Pigeons Loose" line again.
Okay, explain that to me. Is
don't
that his
know.
puppies?
I guess it is.
It must be. I got to assume it is.
I guess it is. I don't understand it. I never could.
Yeah, I mean, every time I think of pigeons crapping on stuff. So I don't see how that's sexy, but I never.
Let the doves loose or something.
That's cool. Let the monkeys loose.
Whatever.
I don't know, something.
It's cable. They're allowed.
Yeah, it's fine. But whatever.
So there you go. That weird backstage thing with Robbie E and Robbie T, where it was like a promo / commercial for direct auto insurance.
If I didn't know before, Direct Auto Insurance sponsors TNA.
Yes, they do.
They were very clear about that.
It's like, bro, he couldn't use the tablet, bro.
So he's too stupid to use a tablet.
Yes.
And this is supposed to be a commercial for them.
Yes.
Wouldn't the better commercial be our website is so easy to use, even a retard can use it?
Yeah, but then you'd be infringing on Geico's.
Is that really?
Kind of thing. Well, because Geico's is so simple a caveman can do it, right?
Ah, okay.
So.
I don't know. I don't watch commercials.
Slogans?
I don't watch fucking commercials. What the hell is this shit?
What's a commercial?
Yeah. So, let me ask you this. I mean, it didn't happen in this, but why does TNA always, and I mean, again, this is just me knowing from the 2 episodes I've seen in the last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Why is every backstage promo shot like they're getting away with something? It's always shot like a voyeur.
I know.
Like the cameraman's always hiding behind some shit.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Make love to the camera for daddy.
I know, it's like, are you expecting them to take their clothes off? What the fuck are you sitting there watching them for?
It's cable.
And hey, I mean, some of these people taking their clothes off, it would give them something to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I don't know, the camera angle work in TNA. It's always...
It's creepy.
It's always like...
Oh, I'll get into the camera angles, because when we talk about the pay-per-view, I got some shit with these matches, and it's all camera angle problems.
So anyway, speaking of backstage promos...
Yes.
The Jeff Hardy inner monologue...
What the fuck was that?
Apparently, this is what he does.
We can now tap into his mind?
So James Storm says some stuff, and then he walks away, and then Hardy's just like, what he doesn't know is, and then he gets into this deep metaphoric conversation with himself.
I don't understand that.
I like me some Jeff Hardy, sir, as well as you do.
Yes.
But I don't know what this...
I don't get how it makes any sense. Like, is there a microphone hooked up to his brain? How is this supposed to make any fucking sense? I mean, I've been watching wrestling my entire life, and I'll suspend the fuck out of disbelief. But this is pushing it a little far.
Yeah.
With that being said, I love the fact that Jeff paints eyes on his eyelids.
Oh yeah,
I think that's hilarious and awesome.
So like he doesn't actually open his eyes when he's speaking. Well, he doesn't speak to anyone. He speaks to himself.
Yeah, he speaks in his head.
But he's just like listening. But his eyes are closed.
But his eyes are closed. But he looks like he's looking at you. It's freaky and cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of that.
So King became #1 contender.
Yeah.
Defeating Kid Cash, Zim Ion. X Division matches are always good.
Yeah, that was a decent match. I enjoyed it. It was fast. It was high flying. It was fun.
Austin Aries and Bully Ray had dueling protests.
Oh my god, Austin Aries.
Well, Bully Ray wasn't going anywhere until he got what he wanted, and Austin Aries wasn't going anywhere too.
I did like that. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that where the other guy's just like, you know what, I'm going to protest too, but far enough away so you can't punch me. I thought that was pretty good. And then, of course, they did the same thing that they teased about last week that I didn't see, but, Hulk Hogan shows up and it's like, oh shit. Austin Aries like looking around going, oh crap, where the hell am I going to go?
Yeah.
So...
That was weird, though, last week when he showed up and then, like, he was in a rock and a hard place, but then they kind of just stared off into each other.
Yeah.
And Austin Aries kind of just went, like, I'll just exit stage.
Okay, I'll just leave now, yeah. It did, because you're right, because, I mean, I didn't see it, but, in none of the promos from last week, because they showed that shot about 3 times. Mm-hmm. At no point did they ever say what happened to Austin Aries. It was just like, oh, they're staring at each other. I'm like, so what was Austin Aries doing? He was just hanging out?
Exit stage left.
It's so weird.
So anyways, we get to the main event of the evening.
Yes.
Kazarian, Daniels, and Rude versus Hardy, AJ, and James Storm.
Which, whatever.
It was a solid match.
It was okay. I mean...
highlighted by the amazing ring attire of Kazarian and Christopher Daniels and the school 80s Zubaz pants.
You know what that did for me? It makes me want to go buy those pants. I'm not fucking kidding. I watched that and I'm just like, I want those pants.
I want old school 80s wrestlers.
Zubaz pants. I do. I don't know why. I'm just like, I want
zebra.
Well, not necessarily pink, but I'd like those pants. I don't know why. I don't know what it says about me. I don't know what... I think it's just because because, guys out there, if you have a girlfriend, you really don't care how you look anymore, because you're not trying to impress anyone. This is me going, how far can I push this before she dumps me? And this is one of those things. I would like to wear those pants.
Is Zubaz pants the pressure point that you want to push?
Maybe. I don't know. It's like George Costanza in Seinfeld, where he's like, he could drape himself in velvet. This is my draping myself in velvet. I want to wear Zubaz pants with a fanny pack.
Oh, it has to have the fanny pack.
Well, if it doesn't, I would just look stupid.
Yeah. Just look ridiculous. Ace and Ace also hit Jeff Hardy because Bobby Roode paid them. Yeah, which was good. I mean, Jeff Hardy takes a beating like no other, so he looked good getting the shit kicked out of him. So, overall,
the show did not make me want to watch TNA ever again. It was not good.
Isn't it like that every week?
It kind of is. I mean, again, like I have a feeling maybe starting with the Go Home show was not my best move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
is this TNA where they reach for the middle?
TNA, yeah, they very much reach for the middle. No Go Home show is ever any good, really.
Well, the way I think is that when you're watching the Go Home show, you've already made up your mind. No one's watching the Go Home show and going, well, I'm going to buy the pay-per-view now.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean,
no, whoever's going to buy the pay-per-view has their mind made up.
Yeah.
Before the Go Home show even airs.
Exactly. So I'm not quite sure I understand the point of a Go Home show being that way. Why don't they just show a normal show? But I guess what am I saying? These are all working off of like archaic marketing practices that WWE and TNA has been working on for many, many, many years. So, I mean, they don't really have to try, so why bother?
I mean, TNA is going in a different direction as of next year because they are not going to be having a pay-per-view every month.
Oh, that's a good thing.
So, from what I've heard, they're going to only have like 6 or 7 shows.
That's
a year.
I've been saying that WWE should be doing that for years, so this actually could bode well for TNA. They might be able to start building feuds like WWE used to. So, yeah, no, I'm fucking down with that.
So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But, as we said, so it's TNA's Go Home show, so we will get right into it. We'll cover WWE in the next volume.
Yeah, so let's just...
We'll do TNA in this volume.
Yeah.
So we'll go TNA, Final Resolution.
Yes.
So I guess we're going to do this match for match.
Might as well.
Started with James Storm coming out saying I'm not scheduled for a match.
So I'm just going to stand here.
So I'm just going to stand here, and then Kazarian comes out and calls him an alcoholic.
Which I find fucking hilarious. It's like, hey, Kazarian, you are aware that his whole gimmick is that he's a drunk. I got another couple secrets for you. Good cup of coffee, Starbucks. Water, wet.
Yeah.
All this shit, I'm afraid you didn't know these things, so here, I'm telling them for you now. If you got any more questions, email me. partsunknown69@gmail.com.
You just wanted to...
I really did.
Stick that in
I got to throw that in there as much as possible.
There you go.
On. So they
the
had
match itself.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Nothing to write home about.
But pretty good curtain jerker.
It was for what it was. I mean, it was
for
a decent
match that was literally just announced right then.
Yeah. Decent start to a pay-per-view, which, I mean, definitely not the worst match of the night. So, it was alright. It was acceptable. I mean, it was what the two of them do. It was a nice clash. The brawler guy versus the high flyer. It was fine.
Kazarian always wearing his Metallica gimmicks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He actually used to have Kazarian on the back of his gimmicks written in Metallica font.
I'm okay with that.
Now he just has the symbol.
Well, still. I mean, I hate Metallica, so.
Plus, I think his finishing moves fade to black, so.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So there you go. So right. Kenny King versus RVD for the X Division title.
Which I thought was going to be a good match, and Blue Monkey Chunks.
There were some spots.
There was a couple spots.
It was all Kenny King.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? RVD, put down the joint, go back to wrestling, because...
Pick up some weights.
Dude, something, because you phoned the fuck out of this one.
Kenny King was working his ass off.
He was trying to make a name for himself.
I've seen Kenny King live in ROH many times.
Yeah.
Guy can work.
Yeah, and he showed he could work. He was trying his hardest.
RVD did the jump on the top rope, and then Kenny King did that capoeira kick
that was
that knocked
fucking
him square
awesome.
off the
Yes.
top. And
like that's the thing. Like fucking RVD just he was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna do